League is most important now because draw on ban.
Of course.
The road to Budapest. Liverpool no one able.
Yebogara.
And then you match about.
Hey, Gala, what's
so much no. Want to get to the business end of the competition.
I love that.
Okay.
I know Sankophone is on Bodo Gledford. I foresee them beating Sporting again. But I'll move on back and they said the Leicester City and they against Atletico Madrid. Time it do the business end of the competition, the mentality, the pedigree, the class, the individual quality is different. Until you say Drew, the business end of the Premier League, as na for bread, obi as on bottle because the whole draw, the character be able. So City, no money team be you start season obi as Pep cry fade your boss season we are on because the style of coaching no hobby the midfield to dominate the opponent play and to end the precision in midfield in the hobby Pep onko. Because last season from October to January at a point now Pep winning one match but it do the business end of the competition so who will be
a big teams neighbor.
No, that is another competition defined by
Madrid.
Yes,
Liverpool.
Every competition we has to be your country that define the competition. Yeah, but AFCON, Egypt, any Cote d'Ivoire.
Yeah.
Like they made the Ivorian team look so normal. But that was a team that was beating everybody left, right, center. But it drew be the character board. Now Ivorians, as a ball crowd, mobida. Egypt, game no free man. It was against Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
When it drew also take out. Who said exhibit a certain sense of character. Real Madrid versus Benfica. Benfica almost Real Madrid in the Champions League final in 62. Almost Madrid 5-2. It drew say almost person qualify to the knockout phase of this particular time. Almost Madrid. But it drew say Madrid could play off. Almost free mono. Who have Vini scored that goal at the Stadio de Lou and look at again almost first goal. Look at the reaction from Olien Chouameni. Now, so I check when I Vini fast so the second goal nearby. Introduce the business end of the competition. You can have those upset, but the fact of the matter is that it drew Liverpool must show character. Say PSV of and Liverpool home, and maybe every almost situation to say. Inti sana competition here. Inti Liverpool Galatasaray, and this is a Galatasaray team that is mixed with youthful exuberance and experienced players. Again, Juventus. Again, Juventus, right? But again, Juventus. It drew baby a moya dino. No more substitute to Gabriel Sara, who has been their midfielder, best midfielder all season. The Leroy Sané, the Iko Gundogan, the Mauro Icardi, experienced players to cool the tempo. And who Juventus who will be a bill. Bayana game not done yet. After 3-0, it ended up to be 3-2. And they qualify. So, team with the Davidson Sanchez, Lucas Torreira, almost our guys who have played the Premier League so well. It is our Mario Lamina. It is team clearly, if you look at the spine and the experience of the side, almost players are almost so much experience when it comes to the Premier League. It is a match clearly fit for the Ghosts. But Liverpool not so much in the Premier League. But even in the Premier League, Liverpool who said there be almost struggle here almost water phone on their position now. They've been consistent.
Oh, Champions League.
Make a Premier League in Ankasa.
Okay.
Who said there be here they will be out of the Champions League. Into Champions League, more Champions League. Once a be a drew any tactics. A pure character for straight away. The player decide to play and they get the job done. Into a good draw for Liverpool because Obi against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That's Galatasaray. Galatasaray are playing well. Oma qualify against Juventus, but Juve need the character Liverpool bears so far as the Champions League near concerned.
Ibenya Chelsea ni Paris.
Nice game. A game Obia a lot of people believe we say the final against PSG at Chelsea winning was a fluke. There were a lot of people believe we say
Club World Cup.
Yes, but in the final, you play to win.
Absolutely.
Right? Final. In the final, you play to win.
Now, no, they would have them for 2 legs.
Exactly.
That's the only difference.
And the last time they played the second leg at Stamford Bridge, PSG won. Yeah, 2-2. And Thiago said, "What did they really lose?"
But some come about one game there.
Chelsea will figure them out again. After the EC or US,
But
Say, yes,
two
one
games
game,
need
they will because they have superior quality. PSG players are far better than Chelsea's. Right? One more in Ambria, it will be difficult to get somebody starting in that PSG team from the other side.
Yeah.
And then over 2 legs, they would know how to manage the game. Right? How do we play expansive? Vitinha. How do we play compact? Pancho. Step in. And then they would trust their wingers. That's the only difference.
Bishop, Mike, can I say?
They would have them. Ombenya Chelsea over 180 minutes. Say one game saying the bar, I will put my bet on Chelsea to get them out. But over 2 legs, the quality will shine through at some point. And again, Chelsea have a trump card in their coach who knows PSG. Yeah, he knows them. He's been with them or league or the Strasbourg. But when it gets to this stage,
the closest here,
Asema and the kind would come through.
I guess when be you
unless you are on the miracle run. Liverpool 2005, Chelsea 2012. It takes something special to win this competition. So special Ucl Ro16.
Okay. And you remember
because of time, he's talking about experience. So you look at Liam, you look at Luis Enrique. Champions League. Again, the Chelsea team look unstable. PSG team, Mejitum say you struggle for certain positions. But when all the guys are fit, I think one player go this season no be expect. But even last season he was playing some games was Bradley Bacola. He just on fire. And Ombe Messi Fabien Ruiz. For Chelsea, inconsistency in the lineup, and again they don't have Levi Colwill at the back. Into no be exposed when, as I said, the 2 legs, and I give PSG an edge because PSG game no against Monaco. No one here say fala. But local derby is local derby, and that Monaco team has a team pool of talent and players who had the opportunity at big clubs who couldn't excel. It's a very good game, but we hope to watch that game at the Stamford Bridge.
Madrid City.
Game not very boring in my opinion. I think
very boring.
I think at the emerging forces, Chelsea Bayern, no Barca. Every season it was Barcelona.
But you're
Liverpool.
Madrid ni Lyon.
Yes,
okay. Madrid Lyon.
No, one teams emerging forces.
Near Park or
Chelsea Bayern.
Okay.
They Barcelona. And the ball Liverpool. Liverpool. Now Jose Becker as Liverpool I the goals go. It was Luis Garcia.
Yeah.
The goals go. And a 4-4 now less the ball shot share and buy. And a Chelsea Nemwa. And a Chelsea Man U. And they call off. Now a team and a PSG buy. PSG buy every season was Real Madrid, Barcelona, sir consistently. The season on Mania Barcelona, Real Madrid. And I'm called Champions League final. Now Man City aba, and you spoke about the Lyon Real Madrid. And on the best and Madrid fans ne Jose Mourinho dino. Because no more the creme de la creme of players. But no multi-million. Now game yes Monaco Martino. Omunim so Monaco mom was solid performance omo
yeah.
And on the two Afelion Dino Pernambucano Michael Essien Mamadou Diarra Chris baby ano masho and on just say best everything Madrid for benya the love for Jose Mourinho. Now Man City against Real Madrid team they are not in good shape. Clearly watch defense it has always been Courtois. So far since they are highest at the Champions League on Bebre. But they will be lucky to have Militao back because we started training. Rudiger and Schwab back. They only need to manage the 2 center backs very well. And Omubenya Jude Bellingham back. Even Jude Ama back now, Rodrigo Krabba back and Man City is in trouble. Because Onya Vini, any Rodrigo Mino, not even Mbappe. Because they've been beating Manchester City without Mbappe. So the two guys, Omumino combining against this City team. The difference on what they are buying in the second half of the season, Semenyo and Maguire. I'm not changing game in the moment.
Okay.
Because at the point it was Ellen Holland alone. Then Holland intimidation goals in the and a Pep Echo Pay will be or take the system or take the English football. And I say so. Far Semenyo, he's not better technically than Savio. Yeah. He's not better technically than Mamouche. He's not better technically than Doku. But on also what they goals or effective. Into do anymore. Oh, better than one cocker ball, no to start turning or call for firepower. He's in the net. Into ononete Premier League nasi ye into obaya wa change bibia. At the back, at the point, now of course, of Mona never one Mazim Leonard Allen. But now Maguire is back, John Stones is back, Ruben Diaz is back. It's a match I be enjoy so much. But I feel say at that time, our players here fit, or we are ready to play, or we beat me be not a strong Madrid team, but I still feel say based on their character and the recent performance of Meduno. And so I shall be lower. Any tactical plan be out. Just manage the guys, allow them to flourish, and they will flourish. It is a game for Madrid, and I'm taking Madrid 55-45 based on players who will be available for that particular game.
Newcastle, Barca,
no, those teams don't have the confidence to play Barcelona.
Newcastle, money,
need that confidence. No? So, Girona against Barcelona. Girona realizes, say, let's take the game to Barcelona. Because backlining yet. And it's all take a game to Barcelona. Barca will find themselves wanting. So she first leg in a bar, so Newcastle against Barcelona. The first 30 minutes, almost peg Barcelona at their own half. Now Barca can't game no. But almost open up no. And almost pedri the chance to orchestrate. Newcastle are more back you. And if you really want to beat Barcelona, pack them at their own half. But you have the defense to do that. Danny Ben omun kofa se ma. Livramento mun kofa se ma. Louis House mubetimi. And again, this Newcastle United attack, and to say the name Isako, Watamadi is playing well. Anthony Langa didn't pace in the beba, but the final delivery is so important. With Labi, Yama, Rafinha, and then Bruno Gomes is also injured. Casano is out of the game. It is a game for Barcelona, and Barca defense don't yet. But if there is anything to be Barcelona for now, I don't think it
Arsenal Namiana. Maybe Arsenal Namno.
Arsenal last year. No,
that's the problem. You're Champions League, no, on the other side.
Or no, this side.
Yeah.
Only Arsenal side. Oh,
yeah. But he knows when they can crash him, that's why you
Oh, okay.
The already Champions League, no.
Oh, this side.
Or the other side.
Only Arsenal. Now the Barca to me.
No.
And Arsenal to me. And
before you continue, look at it. What will be on his screen? Barcelona, ATM. Tottenham, Bodo Glimt, Sporting Lisbon, Leverkusen.
Obian to win the Champions League.
No, the only team that you tip him to win the Champions League is Barcelona.
Barca don't have Arsenal.
Maybe. Competition, it will recognize winners.
Thank you.
Sana competition, it. Ya beba benya baku pebi.
Oma majibida.
Competition be a bo. Ya bo Afcon one day. Senegal.
Yeah.
Competition be a bo. Walk up here, boy. Oma majibida na nebeje. Competition be a bo. We are be a recognize winners. Let's start the end beba baako. ATM betwa mu na beba baako. Inti competition so here the winners here. PSG, Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Manchester City, Bayern Munich. Omo what it takes to win the competition.
Wow.
Inti Arsenal the end the omo na mi. But when the going gets tough, say last season omo she ubia. Edru baby. Omo she PSG home. And I'm ready.
Yeah.
Almost a PSG home sa game no. And I Luis Enrique and Fadem Bele am e kofa asemba.
Yeah.
Be drew baby ye players and ye tactics ye the character na ebo no. PSG beat them home and away.
Andi me da sepa ma menko Bishop ona ono so fa ne de mra na ye ni nkomo Bishop
If you are
and they say okodia bia be kama
bia dem na
we ma ton kan pa
o sa
makoto new bus.
Oh yeah, e ba ya cho.
Za.
Oh yeah, bus no ba around.
Na branding no.
Oh yeah.
Afa babia.
Yeah.
Branding afa babia.
There's a story behind it.
Sami Judi. Adwuma de wo ye o. And off match baby.
No, also about the best time. Watch your crap.
Bishop you hear some more.
Anytime bia. Also runs. And I say one day on that for the Champions League no. The following year, omo mbo badge in the
Wow.
Oh yeah, my drink also. And say o ma na obi afem baako no abeji bi.
Ti PSG abeji.
So obeji obekọ badge for no. Badge for no so mo for.
Akese for na abeji.
Ba ye o mo mbo badge no ni akese for.
So mo na akese for no.
Da bi
ana.
Se bi ma didi 2 bi, ni 3 bi.
Oh okay.
But o mo mbo te Manchester United en akese for.
Okay.
O mo mbo badge no, o mo na competition ni eti o mo so. Ajax, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool. There should be one more.
AC Milan,
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Porto Beje, the following year, badge for no Beje. That was in 2005. Chelsea G in 2012. Porto G 2005, right? Obia and GBMA because Barcelona beje badge in 2006. 2007, AC Milan badge. And on Manchester United befe Mubako in 2008. And on the beje almost 10.
United come badge for no.
What be
Bishop.
Another way any area that.
Okay.
2009, Barcelona Samba badge. Then Inter came in 2010 to complete something they had started under Helenio Herrera. Omunya badge.
Okay.
2011, 2012, 2013, Yena Musa. 2012 na Chelsea beje bako.
Almost come badge for
Omunya badge. 2013 badge for Yasaba. 2014 badge for Yasaba. Bayern Munich. Real Madrid. 2015 Barcelona a crowned the badge no? With a treble. 2016 Real Madrid about and a 3. Back to back to back to back. I think I'm free on Mujema Liverpool back. And Liverpool confirmed badge in 2005. 2020 we feel na by Munich Kasamba badge. Manchester City badge omujiwe badge for Nasamba. That's how it is. Sanko for badge. So I mean, you don't even need to worry. That's how it is. Last year, you had the element of surprise, and you see, Andy Casemiro. So any science, any tactics, it's character. You need to play your best football from February to May if you want to win this competition.
If February,
and I also bought peak football. Last year, Liverpool bought peak football in this competition.
Yes,
around October, November, December. Time there, we saw bought peak football. Omuni PSG, Amfa no call to Newcastle. February. Call to Newcastle in the League Cup. So you can't control that.
I want to be Biase.
Oh, Massa, Ebeko. Arsenal are on that line this season. It's so clear you could see it. I'm in our ball from October to December and now January. No, I'm top here. And I'm share Bayern Munich. And the referenced PSG last season. This is Arsenal share Bayern Munich. German for free say, hey, but this is the real time action now.
But any match Arsenal for some chance because
no, the competition doesn't give you.
Maybe I'm money there, Bishop.
See, the competition doesn't do that. Competition will amount chance.
Anymore.
No, you need to break the dark. Rebel Chelsea go fire and yaw. Our move fame. Ube mo PSG and Bayern Munich. Neymar and Mbappe. Look, you would see pain. That's not about 2006. When have they challenged for this trophy again? So I'm about final 2006 against Barcelona. If you also ask now challenging for that trophy, no. So exactly, but that is it. The margins are so thin. Thin margin, fine margins. But that's how it is. It's a unique competition. But
Arsenal Premier League next year. And boost more for the Champions League.
No, see, that's where the problem is. And that's a badge for no. Omo fear, omo brepa. That time no who was our competition.
Liverpool
no. AC Milan especially in Real Madrid. So oh yeah, Manchester City, oh yeah, Bayern Munich, oh yeah, Liverpool, oh yeah, PSG, oh yeah, Chelsea. You are hoping that Manchester City will take care of that business. This is CIY. I'm one of your favorites for this competition.
Madrid.
They are the only favorite.
So Barcelona account.
The gap is wide. No beyond that. The gap between Real Madrid and the chasing pack, it's that wide. It's that wide. I wanted in and they were in the ball. That's what they do. That's what they do. So they were struggling in the group phase. All of a sudden, look at them. It brings you a whole lot. And the partner to Duana can say there is something you just can't explain about this competition, and it's true. Many of me are dreaming because some of the things you just can't.
But now we can say Chelsea, so be.
No, PSG will kick them out. PSG will kick them out. My friend.
Yeah,
the entire Kassan said Chelsea is set up for cup ties. Into far Omone Arsenal over 2 legs in the Carabao Cup final. You could see Arsenal's superiority telling on Chelsea. Until say so Chelsea any PSG a Champions League final. Yeah, ball neutral ground. I'll bet Chelsea.
Game back
because one off won't change. And
when a Chelsea born your
like said no more train a
Zongo Bonana
them. You don't see as an answer, don't concede. If you don't concede, you won't lose. But in 180 minutes, Fabibi Twin Chain, Chelsea will be facing the most technically astute midfield in Europe. They know. They face them. They will face them again. Okay, send a ball Club World Cup final now. I said Omoje midfield a free PSG for them. And then at Chelsea, a different this time round. Besa midfield ne free them. The midfield na mom. My Renfi said the Club World Cup final had very fine margins. One was Desired Dway, ne the now boy Akipan. So it takes just one moment. A Tom Rian one. The quality that PSG won, and then their experience at this level, and then the back up. A home yami yipa sasem tuwa. Nkofuna omudi ombeba se obeboa ni ye unfrase mono. Chelsea can't offer that. Gonzalo Ramos wa bo competition with ne Benfica no na Porto.
Benfica.
Porto.
No, it was Benfica.
Gonzalo Ramos.
Yeah.
Wa bo competition we last season no pra. I know about back no mbeje. Waje. Coach, a treble winning coach with Neymar, MNS. Enrique. Waje treble.
Messi Neymar Suarez.
No, 2015. And at 2025, also abeje 10 years on. So he knows them. He knows this stage. Na Liam Rosinia on him stage way. No. I hand the obes Roby.
Enrique in America.
There be on Robia. So waje.
Also mo connect teams ni through mo cry.
Yeah, waje. But last year, Ansana Obejeno, first half, and I said group phase, no, a cadet and free competition. Last year, and this area no man for Monaco match 9 year yardstick. Okay, I'm gonna start Brest last year. I'm gonna Brest and a ball, a playoff. No, it was a similar thing, but I'm qualified. So you need to give them regard. And then Chelsea are prone to the odd error. Adeba kwa menti no. Omo ball na obo se nipa ba ko pe be akobie pipe. Na de e tank ni mu na hwegu. Oh, and at this stage again, the margins are so thin. Into hwe Kvaratskhelia ewa ha. Desire do ewa ha. Dembele ewa ha. Omo nyina e force 9-4. Ombetum so abo number 9 ba ko de amount. Chelsea asem to number 9 ni sisi a na aka se enko fo bi mra the lap. In the first taste of this competition in here.
That. Experience behind
Untiminjo. He can't. Untiminjo. So that's the thing. Only you, my friend, PSG will get him out.
Madrid, Man City.
That's also a very difficult tie. Yemfa bibi Anton chance on my boy, on Mweshia, on my boy Mweshia, on Mubobia, ya na nema mienu. Character on one day and then quality on another day. Ellen Holland on one side. Mbappe on the other side. In Nigeria, and they said the next generation would be carried by these two. Which are more goals to game ratio in the Champions League. It's really up there. Holland this number of goals in such a short period in the Champions League. Maybe Nanka top scorer in the Champions League. 7 goals. Sydney Gove. 9 goals. Dado Perso 2004. But superhuman for me no be no mutimi ko 16 15 13
Messi Ronaldo mo
almost sa adenokra
and Haaland to aso
on Mbappe. And luckily for them, so Okowachi 5 years ago if you are not all Champions League no but mukwa 6 years ago na Ellen Holland Champions League no with RB Salzburg.
No be enim
no because no akwanda 2019 or Poland no. But then is that what competition no Salzburg, what competition no Dortmund, what Barca
to win competition no.
He knows it.
Competition for him no.
Mbappe, Monaco, PSG, Real Madrid.
Wow.
So like they've seen it all at this age, and more goes to show. But Real Madrid will always have an edge there because of their traditional superiority.